Hi Virgos, this is going to be your reading from July 1st to the 15th. I hope everyone is having a good day so far. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon or rising because you could be in that energy as well. Just a reminder, these are general reads, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. How I do my readings is I'll start with the Angel Oracle Guide here. I'll move on to Traditional Tarot and then back to Oracle at the end. If I pause for any moment, it's just because I'm just trying to feel the energy of the cards, so I appreciate your patience there. All right. Oh, too many fell out there. Just waiting for a card to drop. There we are. All right. Your angel message this week is ease and grace. Your message. This is a time to learn and adapt. You're being guided to slow down. Take your time and take in the current moment. Allow space for events to occur. You haven't put too much pressure and expectation on yourself. Classic Virgo. I'm a Virgo, I get it. This is not required. Also, with constant effort and rush, you will find yourself becoming overwhelmed and tired. Amen. When you are too forceful, you use up too much energy, and that may hinder your progress at this time. If you're in a difficult situation at work or with other people, don't feel like you have to prove your skills, talents, or worth. Just step back, breathe, and through grace, you will be seen, understood, and recognized for who you truly are. You're being guided to flow like water. Don't feel like you need to rush or force your way ahead. A gentle approach will be more rewarding. Have patience and move with subtlety and grace. Your angel guide is encouraging you to see life as a dance, one step at a time. You will make your way through the incredible journey, learning more and growing along the way. How can you move with more elegance? How can you slow down? How can you bring more grace and poise to your current situation? It's time to soften, breathe, move in a way that is steady but flowing. This information may come to you as a surprise or even a challenge, but your angels know that it will be beneficial for what's coming your way next. 222 on the board as well. I've been seeing 222 a lot this week. Scary how this is already resonating with me. All right, let's get into it, Virgo. All right, let me just feel this energy here for you, Virgo. For Virgo, please. It's interesting because I immediately saw an image of hands being tied or bound. And I'm trying to feel what that energy is, if it's the energy of restriction. I don't know if you feel like you're being kind of restricted right now, or almost like feel held hostage in some capacity or not moved. I just feel this energy a little bit more. It's weird. They're kind of moving me forward up to the panic of it, and I don't think this is actually that your hands are bound, but I think this is more kind of a metaphor in a way, and not being like, you know, feeling that kind of restriction is like kind of tightens our whole body in a way. It makes us kind of, you know, tighten our chest, stop our kind of breathing, start kind of hyperventilating, and it feels like here a lot of this kind of restriction is just telling you again to kind of just breathe kind of through all of this here, because it feels like there's going to be some kind of challenges in your relationships, or it just feels like there's some challenges from past relationships here that might be coming up here as well. We have the 8 of Swords kind of in the reversed here, and the 8 of Swords in the reversed is talking about clearing these thoughts that we are stuck, clearing these thoughts that, you know, we are bound here. It's just interesting, I saw that the hands are bound because I just realized on this card as well, the hands are behind this person's back, right? They are bound, but they don't know with this kind of 8 of Swords that they're surrounded by these swords, so they can cut themselves free. There is a way out of this, and I think that's a really important part about this card. I just saw 555 on the board as well. There is a way out of this. There is a solution, even if we can't see it yet. So let's breathe into that solution, because if we're panicking here, it's not going to help us in any capacity. It's not going to let us, you know, bring enough oxygen to our brain to kind of solve the issue here, whatever it is. I just feel like you're kind of feeling very alone right now. You're feeling like you might have to do everything by yourself. We have the 6 of Pentacles here. You feel like there's maybe no help. Maybe this is feeling like there's no help from the universe or no help from other people kind of in general with something. But yeah, it's this energy of feeling you have to do everything yourself here. I do have the Page of Cups in the reversed, which is kind of an emotional conversation that is not being had. I don't know if you're maybe suppressing these kind of emotions. Maybe you need to talk it out with someone here. Maybe you need to talk about how you're feeling maybe isolated, how you're feeling maybe alone. Maybe you have to do everything yourself here, because it just feels like right now I'm feeling this kind of accumulation of things in my body, and especially in my chest area. It's like that shortness of breath that I'm feeling here as well. So just watch if you are feeling that. Watch if you need to get some things kind of off your chest here. I need to talk about a few things. Maybe this is a relationship that is newly formed. Maybe this is a relationship you've been in a long time. Maybe you just need to kind of have a sit down and a chat here, Virgo, because it feels like maybe emotion or things are just kind of accumulating for you here, and we're kind of feeling a little bit stuck by it with this Knight of Swords energy in reverse, right? We're feeling like things are not really moving forward at all here. And again, that could be in any aspect in your life, maybe your relationships, maybe your career, things like that. We're just kind of feeling stuck, but your intuition is on point right now. Okay, your intuition is here to tell you that you're on point. This is the superpower of the Virgo, is our intuition is crazy on point. We have really strong intuition. So this is the time to listen to your gut. Listen to what your gut is telling you to do at this time, okay? And trust it. Just listen to it, because it has the right answer. You're not stuck. You have your intuition here to guide you, right? Your intuition is here to tell you what to do next. What's the next step? Where to move. See it as that dance, like they were saying in this card. Okay, don't have to have everything figured out already, Virgo. Just one step at a time, baby. Just take that information one step at a time, and then you'll kind of figure it out. Your intuition is here to help. We have this Lovers card in reverse, which is talking about X energy. I also have this other 2 of Cups energy here as well. Some relationships might be ending for you, Virgo, or this could be maybe some cause and effect from a past relationship we had. Again, doesn't have to be just a romantic relationship. Could have been a parental figure growing up. Could have been someone we just had a connection with in this kind of lifetime. But there is this kind of disinvolvement from a relationship here. And it feels like it kind of knocked our maybe self-esteem, or knocked kind of our emotional well-being here. I feel like this kind of emotional, the 8 of Cups in reverse could be sometimes represent vices, sometimes represent things we do to cope when we are feeling emotionally unstable, right? You know, whether that be drugs, alcohol, sex, weed, whatever it is for you here, what we do to cope with that, having a hard time really feeling things, or letting ourselves feel kind of emotionally stable, or kind of emotionally well. you know, and what is triggering this for us, because I feel like there's something associated with our self-esteem in that. And maybe that's possibility from another ex-relationship that we had here, Virgo. But I don't know, I just feel this... Yeah, I still feel that tightness in my chest. So I think it would be a good time just to kind of reflect, a good time to kind of look for solutions in these 2 weeks here for yourself, and make sure that you are in this place of really valuing yourself and valuing kind of your emotions, or kind of where you're at. Because I feel like that's kind of going to be put to the test a little bit in these 2 weeks in some of your relationships, and how we can come from a space of that less reactive, that less clenched chest kind of energy, and more into a state of into the body, you know, into that intuition. Getting into the body, I think, is going to be really important for you in these 2 weeks. Here we have the 5 of Wands here coming out sideways as well. So there could be conflict happening, or the opposite, where we're clearing out the conflict, right? What is the solution to this conflict? Is it fighting more? Is it getting more angry? Is it repressing things a little bit more? Here, you know, what's the solution for you? It feels like a big reading of kind of just getting out of your own way. 2 of Cups in the reverse here as well. Again, some partnerships might be ending, or some kind of things might be ending here for you. Let me just see on this 2 of Cups if I can get a little bit more clarity. I have the 8 of Wands coming out on it, which is another energy of energy moving slow. Slow burn. I don't know if this ending is going to be over time in a way. Feels like it's time for a little bit of a switch up. And I don't mean that in like a relationship way, but I think it's for you perceiving things, the way you maybe react to things here, Virgo. And I'm telling you this as kind of a Virgo myself, because these are lessons I need to also learn myself, right? You know, what's not working for us anymore? What doesn't put us in that good state? I have an Aries moon as well. My emotions are all over the place sometimes, but that's when I know I need to take a moment, take a breath, realize how much of this I'm kind of doing to myself in my own mind here. You know, what are these stories that I'm telling myself, that I'm alone, I have to do everything myself, that I'm, you know, no one here to help me. What are these kind of negative things I keep telling myself that are not fully the truth here? Like, I'll give you an example. Like today, I was just like, I have so much things to do. I don't have enough time. I can't get these things done. And I realized how many of my thoughts were all negatives. Because usually when I say those things to myself, I get the things done. But it's putting me in a bad mood because I'm putting all this kind of pressure and stress on myself. And I have to have those moments where I check in to myself and say, it's okay. It's going to be okay. You can do what the best that you can do today, and that's all you can kind of hope for here. And I don't want to see this like as a warning, but it just feels like, look how we might be pushing people away from our own kind of stresses here, okay? From our own, you know, how much of it is because of what we're actually feeling and not from them. I have the 6 of Cups here, but the past might be coming back. Some of you might be getting a contact from an ex-lover or a partner here, seeing them on the street. Maybe they reach out in some capacity, because I do have that Six of Cups popping up. There's a lot of ex energy in this reading here as well. Maybe this person is Cancer, because the Chariot card is here. Or Taurus. Hierophant is popping out. Also have Gemini on the board here as well. All right. I got the Six of Cups, which is this past energy. The Chariot card here as well, like I was talking about. It's coming out sideways again. So we're either moving forward, or we're kind of staying in this kind of stuck position, where we're, again, feeling in this kind of Knight of Swords position. We're feeling stuck, feeling like things are not moving forward here for ourselves as well. Maybe you feel stuck in the past, stuck in this kind of maybe old ways of doing things, old ways of kind of interacting with relationships here. But I do have the Hierophant coming out. Some of you might be going on the earth plane, going to a mentor or a psychologist to kind of talk about these things. Maybe you're like, now's a really good time to kind of get into therapy for me, because I'm feeling very stuck, or I'm feeling like I'm kind of in a negative way of viewing things or attaching to things. This could also be on the universe level, about just getting more spiritual, getting more connected, feeling a part of the universe here. Really connecting in that kind of ecosystem of spirit, and letting your guides, your ancestors, and the people, angels here to help you in, to let them help you. Okay, that you are not alone here with this kind of Six of Pentacles in the reverse. To let them help you and bring space for that. Because with this Four of Cups here, it's saying there's opportunity on the way for you here, but you're so focused on this Three of Cups. And this is what I'm talking about when I'm saying we're so focused on this other things in our life. We're not seeing the blessings that are being brought in. So we're getting into this space at the top here of feeling like nothing's working out for us, you know, feeling that we're not good enough for something, or you know, we're not emotionally content because we're kind of, you know, having all these kind of thoughts in our head, but we're not seeing that there's gifts on the way for us here. The universe wants to bring you these gifts. They want to help you out. Virgo, you just need to be quiet enough to hear it. You just need to be open enough to hear it, to see it, to feel it, right? And you can't do that from such a reactive space. You can't do that from a space of stress. You can't do that from a space of, you know, anxiety. You can't do that from a space of being in your head so much. Because you're thinking about so many other things. You don't see things in front of you, right? You don't notice something, especially if the universe is bringing you something you might not notice, because you're so focused on this other things, or this other kind of to-do list that you have to do. So it's all about that energy for you in these 2 weeks. Finding that peace, finding that breath, finding, especially in these moments of conflict, or these moments where we're kind of all up in our head, how to come back, right? Got 2 cards. Anxiety. Wow, this is what I'm talking about, Virgo. What I was talking about this whole reading was basically anxiety, right? Worry or distress. The woman on this card is filled with anxiety, worrying about something that causes her a great deal of discomfort. Receiving this card upright may indicate that you're experiencing a time of increasing stress, perhaps even a situation that you find yourself brooding about much of the time. However, you will notice that the scene outside the window, the storm is distant and perhaps even moving away. Whatever is going on, this card is telling you to release the worry and let yourself relax, right? Relax. Brooding and fretting will never solve these things, so trust in yourself and your process. When you live a relaxed heart and mind, you are far more likely to receive solutions you seek, right? This Four of Cups, far more likely to see the stuff that's coming in for you, right? Because we're paying attention when we're relaxed. We're paying attention when we're breathing. This is a huge lesson for myself too, Virgo, and I know it might feel like an attack in a way, but I promised you it's not. It's just getting us more whole. It's getting us to be in a state where we're just more present in ourselves and content and happy. This card in the reverse signifies that you may be feeling very stuck in some present situation or location. There may be a job or relationship that no longer resonates with you. For a lot, we're talking about relationship here as well. Yet out of habit or perhaps fear, you allow yourself to stay in it when it might be healthier to consider walking away. Habitat and familiarity are compelling forces, often causing people to ignore their intuition, right? We talked about our intuition is strong, and even dishonor their genuine feelings. This is a time of honest investigation. Consider all the factors in the present situation. Perhaps the timing isn't quite right. There may be a purpose in staying a little while longer. Do not deceive yourself about your motivations, however. Fear-based decisions don't often work in your highest interests. You may also be stuck in a long-term personal habit or unhealthy pattern. We were talking about this here as well. Be aware that you always have the option and the responsibility to let go of any thought or behavior that no longer honors you. When you walk away from negativity, you always move forward to greater happiness. It is safe and comfortable for me to move on. I consider all my options and then I take action on my own behalf. All right, Virgo, this was a lengthy one for you this week, but I think it's a message that you need to hear. So I hope this helps.